Cybernation Uncensored.
Are we here? Hey everyone. This is stage 2. Highriders, team error 404. Players, please say hello to the audience. Audience, let us know if you can hear us and everything sounds good.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Hi.
We should not
Greetings.
we should not have the echoing, hopefully. And cameras are straight. That's what took me a little bit extra time. Not like last week's debacle, but I've got that straightened out.
That was a fun debacle. I mean, I did have difficulty listening to it, but it was kind of fun.
Yes, I'm sorry. And chat, how are you sounding? No.
I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can make a comment because none of us have been really talking. So, hello.
Oh, say words and stuff.
Things and things.
You didn't want to say stuff again.
Sorry,
you just had to like
No, I
just
had to
double
start
up on things.
I had to double up on things. I had to do it.
All right.
Sure.
He's got a lot of things.
While we wait for chat to get back to us and let us know how things are, we'll go ahead with the intros. My name is GM Raven. I am the chronicler for the Highriders. This is my my second launch team that evolved into stage 2, and have been named. We're using team names now. Team name for this lot of miscreants is Team Error 404. You will all come to find out why the name is, has been why this team has been monikered as Team 404 very soon.
403 died.
Oh, you guys are quite cruel. Well, I love it. Players, please introduce yourselves. Tell us where we can find you on the interwebs and socials, and who you will be playing tonight.
I'll start off.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I'll start off. My name is Nolan. You can find me here in the Discord. I play with this wonderful team of players here. Occasionally, maybe you might see me in the play-by-post occasionally. Or, I mean, I post a lot there, or rather, not a lot, but every once in a while. But if you see me down there, you'll see me down there. You can also find me on Instagram at Nolan_North, NORF. I don't think that's made it into the overlay. But today I'll be playing Brix, a wonderful character who cares about his friends, but is very arrogant. He's Eastern European, and that's all I'll leave it at.
Alrighty. That's being updated. I kind of had a busy week. I wasn't able to get that to our coordinator who does all of our wonderful overlays and promo stuff, the Wookiee Kev. Who also happens to be an NPC in this game. So yeah, you'll probably meet him, or eventually, and Silver from the other team, who plays Kia, the solo. We'll definitely meet. We'll definitely meet the Wookiee Kev.
It's exciting.
So, the intrigue, the mystery, we'll find out. Okay, so next up is Liquid.
Hi, I'm Liquid N7, and you guys can find me here every other Friday playing with Arrow 404 right here on the Discord. Also, you can find me on Start Playing. I'm a professional GM. I run Cyberpunk Red games. Today, I will be playing the Nomad AAA, an ace pilot for Athena Medical.
Awesome. Yes. As a nomad, I'll do that. I'll do that part of the intro in after we do our intros, or after we finish out with the intros. So, Lady V, take it away.
Hi guys, my name is V. You can find me on the internet at V is for Vampire because my name is V and I like vampires. I am also the art director and co-founder of Queen's Court Games. If you are a fan of Vampire the Masquerade, you probably have heard of our little story, The All Night Society, where I play Ivy LaRue. We just wrapped our second season and it's phenomenal. So if you want to catch any of the stuff that I'm usually doing, you can check us out at Queen's Court RPG on Twitter or Queen's Court Games everywhere else. Today I am playing Nymph. She's a medtech, and unlike Brix, she didn't give a shit about anybody but herself. Well, her family, but they're all imprisoned, so she didn't give a shit about anybody.
She probably had a hand in that, wouldn't she?
No.
No, well, maybe not.
No, she wouldn't do anything like that. Now, come on.
Not that anyone can.
Dang.
Not that
Oh,
anyone
wow,
can
dude.
prove anyway. She
We'll
takes
find out.
she takes the Bart Simpson kind of defense, like I didn't do it, nobody saw me do it, can't prove it.
I mean, honestly, given her hobbies, that's like the safest, tone that she can take generally.
Okay, so last but not least, the one and only Vulpes.
Hello, I'm Vulpus Vox. I can be found on the CNU Discord at Vulpus Vox, or on Discord, period, at Vulpus Vox. Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it, as Vulpus Vox. And on Twitch as Vulpus Vox as well. I'll be playing a... yeah, I am a tech. Yes, tech. As far as everybody knows.
That's what you call it. That's what you call what you do.
Yes.
It's
So-
tech adjacent, Raven.
Yeah, technically. It is tech adjacent.
This is
Technically.
Technically.
For all intents and purposes, correct?
I am the cruise flight engineer and slash cook. Nobody goes without a hot meal. So everybody do what?
Even if it's mainlined?
Even if it's mainlined, I'm pretty sure I can convince our lovely med techs to set that up. Doesn't have to be willingly. I don't mind.
All right. Wonderful. Just wonderful. So, as I said when we started the stream, my name is GM Raven. I am the chronicler for both Highriders first stage and second stage teams. First stage will be back on next Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. They haven't decided whether or not to update the name instead of retooled. So until we get a definite whether they're keeping the retooled name or they will choose a new moniker like Team Error 404, we will see. But what I can tell you is that first stage has accepted and picked up the gauntlet and has no hesitation in slapping second stage across the face and saying they accept your challenge should the two teams get pitted against one another.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Spider said, it's kind of along the lines of not no, but hell no. I know who's on that team.
There are a couple of players on the team that are willing to take up the challenge and return fire if needed.
Nah, we'd never go after another team like that. We're good guys. We're medical professionals. We took an oath.
We're good guy adjacent.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. So, like I said,
Little column A, little column B.
as I said, I am the chronicler for both teams. You can find both shows in alternating weeks. This week is Error Team 404. Next week will be Retooled, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I also play on GM Rob Mulligan's Nevermore team, which Nevermore is on hiatus currently. We have now
I miss that team.
we've now switched over to playing Cyborg, but due to the holidays and everything, scheduling conflicts, the Cyborg show has been on hiatus. We're looking at possibly tomorrow to airing a recap before we jump back into the thick of things with the story, where I play Ruckus, an orphaned gearhead who has a mobile weapons platform, who just happens to also be named Ruckus, and is a little bit imbalanced, but very eclectic and very deadly. um, and Ruckus, since the hiatus has been, you can you can ask like my fellow players like tomorrow when we recap, but Ruckus has been bouncing off the walls, going freaking absolutely crazy, waiting for us to jump back into the story, and been actually tagged the entire waiting room with all of Ruckus's paint, spray cans of paint and everything, and somehow all the snacks are gone.
Not the snacks.
Oh no!
But other than that, there are other new shows like on the horizon. With that, I want to say thank you to our Patreon. Your contributions to the Cybernation facilitates other shows like Cyberpunk Shanghai. Let's see, Talk Nerdy to Me. It's Shock and Awe. Let's see, We Run the Night with GM Ockraven. Shock and Awe and Cyberpunk Shanghai are done by GM Diamond, GM Diamond Dust. So when their shows are on, we would like, it would be awesome if you guys would jump into Twitch and give them a follow or watch along with the shows. They have very interesting storylines, and for Patreon, like I said, your contributions help immensely. Help us facilitate other shows.
And you get a chance to play.
Yes, there's always the possibility too.
Yeah.
But if you catch us on our YouTube VODs, please give us a like and like a follow, and also like compliments or comments would be very much welcomed. It helps us sharpen our storylines, or lets us know that you're in touch and following along. Other than that, I want to say thank you to our sponsors. Lion Banner Games, Studio Agate, Free League Publishing, Sirenscape, Fantasy Grounds, Modifius, Loki Battle Mats, and special thank you to our Talsorian Games for creating the genre of cyberpunk that allows us to bring you wonderful and crazy, fantastical, and yet gritty stories and shows just like this one. And because there may be instant character deaths or stuff that tugs on the heartstrings when my players or other GM's players bring their characters to life. So,
And
yes.
huh? Oh, I was just going to let the audience know that it is never the GM's fault that our characters die.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
what he said.
That is never the GM's fault. That blame lays exclusively on Mike Pondsmith. So if you're upset that a character dies in this game that you're attached to, write all complaints to Mike Pondsmith at Artel.
I object to that. How dare you?
No, he vehemently accepts all blame. If you've ever listened to any of his podcasts, it's, "Hi, I'm Mike Pondsmith. I killed your character."
That's just harsh. That's I would not lay blame at the feet of Maximum Mike.
Oh, I would in a heartbeat.
So, as everyone can see, also that we do have a missing player. We have we had an open seat available. One of our players opted to not continue with the game. repower play. I hope you have you find a seat at another table and have an awesome time with the storyline that you're interested in. Wish them the best. So we will have a new player added. Hopefully within the next couple of shows. But until then, it's just an open spot. So give me a second while I transition over to the game screen, and there we go. So should we do a quick group recap, or should did one of y'all?
I don't think we went over the recap. I think V volunteered for that.
I actually remembered it being you that volunteered for that, and definitely not me for the first one. Thank you. Thank you.
Like
You're welcome.
Lady V is like this, not it.
So, yeah, not it. Yeah. Well, that's how you start the not it. So it's between liquid and bricks here. Or
Okay.
No, it's bricks.
Yep. Yep.
Bricks volunteer. That's what I see.
Yep.
Did you?
No,
He did.
Okay.
He
No,
did.
I'm just.
Okay, so
You're nodding your head up.
Voluntold by not putting
can.
his finger on his nose.
Yes.
So that's
so
All
right here.
Oh yeah.
I can go ahead and start it. And if you guys have anything, then
Gotta love the chaos.
If you have anything to add, then like go right ahead. But we did character creation, and we had we kind of described the way all the team got together. On the conclusion of the describing character creation, the team was came back from a pickup. They had a rescue call, since they are a contracted extension of Trauma Team that serves the outer lying areas of Mars. And their pickup was a corpo exec that had been adrift in the blackness of the dark for
He was smelly.
for a few days. Was not happy that he was made to wait. He was a little bit unruly, quite drunk during pickup.
In all fairness, I would probably drink too.
He insisted when the team got him back to their carrier, for them to escort him back to Mars. And he wanted front door service.
Unfortunately, after making a wonderful landing with no problems and totally smooth, we were supposed to be sent out on another mission right away. We also got reamed out by some jackass who got his comeuppance.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're supposed to be going out on a diamond mission.
Right.
Yeah, that was Bricks keeping me inside the ambulance, or was it Nymph? Because I was ready to go.
It was Nymph.
I was basically ready to go. Let him look at his own ass there for a little bit, because he was annoying me. So I got cocaine instead.
Okay. Was it the synthetic stuff or the highly illegal real deal?
Really? You got to ask me that question.
We all know it's Vulpes, or we all know it's Mr. Snafu over here.
Well, it could have been Skooma.
I wouldn't do that to my. I would not do that to my med techs. I'm not that mean. Well, I am, but not to my own people.
Just sprinkle a little bit of like synthetic nightshade in.
That could be interesting. V, you got any of that?
no. Wait. Hold on. Let me check my bag.
Wait a second.
Maybe. Hold on.
Wait, who told you?
I have a bit of interesting stuff. So you know what? Honestly, maybe.
Well, at any rate, on my return, after I would just assume on my return, I would just basically walk past Bricks and just drop the bag in his lap and keep walking, because I already know he's probably fiending pretty hard at this point in time. So I'll just walk up to the flight deck and strap in and get ready for the trip.
So when
do all my pre-checks.
When you got the recall to head back to the hangar and get your bony butt back on the shuttle, did the phrase "by your command"?
No, that did not come out of my mouth. It was more like I gave him that special salute that we give all those freaking new butter bars.
Middle finger.
Oh yeah.
Oh heavens!
Oh, and the little caricature. I think that was that AAA or was that Bricks that put that in the system?
Oh, that was AAA.
Okay, yeah, the little talking head.
No reason.
Yeah. As you guys were leaving the station, I seem to remember you heard over comms like, "What the F?"
It was not a flattering cartoon, trust me.
I seemed perfectly fine to me. I mean, it caught his likeness in just perfectly. 5x5.
Oh, so speaking of 5x5, for chat, like, does anyone know it? Does anyone remember what game the phrase 5x5 I read you 5x5, or actually a movie that I also now that I think about it, where they say 5x5 or read you 5x5. Let's see, but you guys are in the shuttle. You're burning. You've got the thrusters kicked in, and you're making pretty good time. It's gonna be about another 6 hours before you get to destination. What are you all doing in that time?
It was another 5 hours. Is that right?
5 to 6 hours, depending on fuel burn.
As me as Bricks, I'm like looking at the BD reef that I was working on before we left the shuttle, and I kind of just turn it over a couple times, and I look at it and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna need a new one of these. We need to make some money. Anybody know how to make some money on this diamond person?
I chime in I got it on autopilot right now. And I say, it's like, look, wherever we're going, we pick up the guy, and then on the way in to get the guy, or on the way out, we just load our pockets up with anything that just happens to be loose, and then we could sell that.
What? It fell out.
Got it. Anything that's not bolted down, take it.
Exactly. I mean, look at her, and then I point back at our cargo bay. We got she's got a nice big ass. We got enough room.
We can put some junk in that trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, while you guys are doing that, I can actually tend to our quarry. I feel like that's probably something that I'm better suited for, and this is something that you are all better suited for.
Did you guys happen? Did you happen to offload the previous client?
Oh yeah, I kicked him out the door, basically.
I did not recollect whether or not you escorted him off the shuttle, or if he was still strapped to one of the gurneys and
he was still on the gurney when he left.
Yeah. We rolled him out to some of the technicians on the dock.
Oh.
Literally, just.
So you're gonna, you mean you're gonna have an unruly and very upset client.
Look, we have a very short window of time to turn the ship over and get back out. So, and and you know what? If he complains, we'll just be like, yo, if you want all of that, like, we're going out to help a diamond customer. Like, maybe you should actually like up your financial game a little bit.
Oh, I like
Wah. Stop being poor.
I like the sass.
Which reminds me,
Yes.
I look at I look at Snafu, and at Snafu, looking up above where we would typically put the gurneys, and I look above it. I'm like, we are gonna have to repaint the tips, not warranted but appreciated sign. What should we paint it with?
Why?
Oh, it needs an update. It needs to. I mean, it's kind of chipping away here at little places, and it just needs a touch up.
You know,
Okay.
You know they do have like a special paint that they that you've heard of in like the slums of Terra. They're
Programmable paint.
yes, they're
Yeah.
laced with a pheromone that carries a programmable subliminal message.
I know who's good at that stuff.
That's quite the quite the thing. That gets people thinking.
I wonder who could possibly have any knowledge of mind control or mind altering drugs. God, man, we may have to outsource this.
Each of you roll me a perception to see if which of you kind of recollects this.
Perceptionalite. Okay. Perception. Go to my skills. Oh, Bricks knows all.
Yeah, I know everything.
I can remember all that stuff with all the drinking you do.
I don't drink. Who told you I drink?
So,
Look at all those bottles in that cryopod. That's what I just assumed.
Yeah, we don't
One
we don't think about
in a
those.
big bag of Coke that's sitting in your lap right now, which you've done nothing.
it looks like Brick
With.
remembers.
Hey, I put that away.
Snafu kind of remembers, like, yeah, and then AAA and Nymph are like, that sounds familiar. It's like on the tip of their tongue, but they don't quite recollect. But that paint is designed or is produced by by Ruckus Core.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Excellent.
And
So, guys,
the logo is kind of like a blocky version of a Tachikoma.
Right.
I think Snafu, we're gonna have to get down to Terra, or I don't know how, but we're gonna have to get down to Terra, get some of this paint made by Ruckus, and get that slapped up here, making sure our clients know that they got to pay us first before they pay Athens.
Well, you also have to find someone, a runner or like that, or a techie.
Oh yeah, we got to find a fixer to find. Yeah,
that's versed in programming that paint for you.
Oh, that's
yeah. We need a nut runner. We need to put an ad out, maybe, or maybe look at some of our old contacts. Some of the nut runners we didn't allow to die.
I hate to suggest this.
Yes.
No, but what if we go ahead?
No,
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I hate to suggest this, but what if, like, on our return flight, we look at the personnel on Archangel and like try to be friends with someone on there that might be a runner?
Snafu like
Maybe.
that sounds highly illegal.
Snafu puts his hand to his forehead like, oh.
Sigh.
Didn't I say I don't like them? No.
I mean, that jackass must be like chafing other people, not just us.
Yeah, true.
You could also try to source with Klein Faust. yeah, you guys do have run-ins with them every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to try to plan an accident for him, but
With Clown Faust.
Question:
Yes.
How many enemies do you guys have exactly?
absolutely none.
None. 0.
That are living.
But yeah,
I don't know if I believe that just from the tone of the conversation, but that's
We
cool.
don't have enemies. We have rivalries. Any enemies that we come across tend to disappear.
They end up 10 toes down, right?
hence the reason we used to work on a black bag team. Above board, would she know anything about the angels?
Yes. You well,
Okay.
actually, all of you give me a roll. I kind of want to.
All right.
On perception.
Perception or
Yeah,
lore? Or not lore. Jesus Christ.
Library search, actually.
On what?
No, keep it perception. My mistake.
Okay.
I was gonna make it library search, but you guys aren't actively looking something up for the mission. It's just rudimentary at hand knowledge.
Okay, that's funny.
666s.
Oh. Okay. Yes, you guys have similar knowledge of the scary people. Yes.
Yay!
You are all aware, very aware, not like intimately aware of how dangerous said angels are. You just know that it's a bad thing when they show up. People tend to end up missing for messing with their business.
Yes.
It's best to give them a wide berth.
You said a 6-hour flight, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. Let me find out where I put this.
I'm getting kind of hungry.
So you're going to Ship's Galley?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Ship's Galley, and I kind of want to take a look at what's around without Snafu being there.
Just roll dodge.
No, you can't make me roll anything. Only the GM can. But yes, I want to take a look at kind of what Snafu is. If there's anything on display that I could kind of take a look at to get an idea of what might be for dinner.
Okay, so now you know how meticulous Snafu is about the galley. Describe to me how you're investigating this.
I want to step up to what the stove apparatus is, and kind of just from being back on Terra in my other days, occasionally in a cabinet above the stove unit there was some kind of spice rack in there, so I kind of just open up the cabinets that are above the stove unit, and I'm not sure what's going on there.
Give me a dexterity.
Oh shit.
Just a straight dex?
Yeah, this has a potential to be bad. You just have to beat your dexterity.
Okay.
I'll make it interesting. Your dexterity and -2.
Dex -2. Oh man.
Dex by 2.
So I rolled a D10, a basic D10. So lowering my dex by 2. What exactly is that?
What's your dex right now?
It is 5.
So you need to roll under 3.
Roll under 3. Okay.
You rolled a 7.
I rolled for the first one.
Okay. Yeah.
Before the modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to go with that one, that's totally a-okay with me. I try to go with the first roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow it. Now if if I made you re-roll and you didn't, and you kept like, oh, actually, oh, so you did fail then.
Yes, I would have failed.
Okay. So, you kind of you're all thumbs. You tried to carefully open the cabinet doors. In the process, you kind of brushed against the spice racks, causing the spices to like fall off the racks onto the stove and onto the floor. A couple of the containers kind of busted open.
What the hell was that?
Oh shit!
Snafu, give me a perception roll.
Alrighty, give me a second here. Oh Jesus Christ! Trying to get this man killed. 15.
Okay. You pass. You heard it. Your ears like prick up like there's been a disturbance in the kitchen.
I just kind of look over at
Do your eyes kind of flash red or anything, or do you
no, I just kind of squint a little bit and I look over at AAA and I said, I gotta go check the engines real quick. I'll be back. And I just basically pop out of my harness and I start traipsing back to the back.
Like,
And I've got that look on my face as I pass Nymph up. It's like I am on a mission to destroy something at this point.
B5O thumb.
B5O thumb.
Put my hands up and just like give him a wide berth. Like I'm not getting in the middle of that.
Describe your actions, Snafu. You heard something hit the floor in the kitchen area.
And like, after I make my way past Nymph, which I'm not gonna.
Are you stomping or like casually walking over? Like, oh, gee, what happened?
I'm walking with purpose.
Oh, okay. So, thunk.
I basically, I'm doing the Sergeant Major walk of purpose right now.
Okay.
Somebody has done fucked up.
The privates, like in the real world, privates looking at you like wide-eyed and like their mouths like open, like
Yeah, I know he's only an NCO, but I'm going to salute his ass when he goes by.
Someone's gonna get skull drug.
So yeah, I'm not going to be dainty about getting back there. I'm just going to beeline with purpose back to the galley and figure out what the hell just happened, because normally stuff doesn't fall out of cabinets like that.
So from there,
we have it.
As you come into the room, or into the galley, you see Bricks at the stove, opening up the overhead cabinet and causing the spice rack to fall, or the spices from the spice racks to fall over. And
hey, Snafu, I fucked up.
If steam would be, or like smoke could be coming out of Snafu's eyes right now, yeah, that would be the look of irritation.
Hey, are you steaming buns in there, or can we? Can I make this?
I'm just gonna slowly reach my hand up to the door. Where the little panel to shut it behind me, if we have that. And I'm just going to kind of put my hand on it and let it close behind me.
Is there anything in between him and I? Like an island?
Air and opportunity.
Do what?
Just air and opportunity.
Air and opportunity. Oh, shit.
As soon as I hear like them kind of start talking, I'm going to turn and look at AAA and just be like, 1080 says no one gets punched.
I would have thought you would have been like, so how about the Dodgers?
Nah, this is more fun. Come on. I'm like low-key hoping he gets punched. Like, not hard, right? Just like enough.
Oh my god.
You have been
you wanna
saying
make
you wanted
it
to
interesting?
practice dummy.
Snafu was so mad. Snafu was so mad. Like, why would I not like? Best case outcome, no, Bricks gets punched.
I'm thinking more. He kind of wakes up in the airlock. Maybe not the fresh air, but like in the airlock as like a threat.
Warning. All right. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that action.
Oh God, no, I would never do that. I'm going to remove a spatula
Uh-huh. I was gonna ask about that.
from the rack.
Right.
Nice and slowly, just kind of reach over, pick up a spatula, and remove it from the rack. As I keep my eyes going through Bricks at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Not one thing out of place. You have 2 minutes before the spatula ends up an integral part of your body.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Starting a minute ago.
I'm gonna hang my head and
Just
I want to
assume
pretend
position.
to. No, I want to at least attempt to try to organize things again.
Okay.
You're gonna take perception on that, or I don't know.
For concentration.
Okay. Take your pick. Your concentration for to see if you remember exactly how things were, or perception, same thing, or dexterity to see how if you manage to beat the 5 minutes or the 2 minutes, but still, but still kind of have it half-assed and sloppily put back together the way it was.
I'm gonna take my perception on that one, just because I have more invested in that one.
Okay.
I'd rather not lose a limb this early on in our season.
Okay.
It's okay. We got med techs. You'll be fine.
And there's also you also have a pretty decent medical program where if you lose a limb, it'll take you a few weeks before it's like fully grown,
regenerated,
and then and put back on the stump that where it ended up missing.
I'm imagining a Deadpool baby hand thing.
The Deadpool baby hands and feet.
No. It's just a stump until it grows in the lab and they replace it.
Damn. That would have been perfect. Have him sitting there with his little feet.
Yeah. So I rolled a 15 on that perception check.
Okay, so you do remember where like vaguely remember, and you get it back the way it was. Let's see. Yeah, it'll be nice. You used a little bit of common sense. It did whatever touched the ground, you did not try to put back in the containers, because you still would have gotten the brakes beaten off of you. to coin an old school phrase, the way the old timers, the what your great granddad probably you would have said, should you have ever been able to talk to them about sayings that they used to have, like exactly like I'll beat the brakes off of you if you do this or that.
So while he's doing that,
It takes more than 2 minutes though.
Well, I'm well aware that it's probably going to take him more than 2 minutes.
He's also sweating bullets.
Well, I'm going to be pulling out, my pot, and, instead of gently putting it on the stove, I'm slamming it on the stove. So what these guys are hearing on the outside of this door is probably murder going on inside here. And I'm going to start cooking dinner as he's putting this stuff up. Because obviously, this cokehead is hungry.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not saying anything. I'm just diligently putting everything away, and
I'm going to do my best that when he reaches for something, I'm going to slam something down. It's what we used to do in the Army when a private's trying to do something really meticulous. Yeah. It's like, I can't yell right now because I got people sleeping, but yeah.
Fear God in him.
Yes. Oh God. Let's see if I can cook this without cracking up.
You have to be real loud for some reason.
I didn't think the airlock thing was the way that he was gonna go. So I think those 10 eddies are mine.
Oh God.
I only got 7. Can I get you back later?
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll work out a deal.
How do 3 grown men in their 30s not have $100 between them?
That's typical Army life there.
Someone's betting on the cyber ponies all the time.
I spent mine on space V-Bucks. I'm sorry.
Space V-Bucks.
Is it for your elf lines or elf lines game?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just got the new skin. Check this sword out.
It's about the size
of
it.
God.
It looks like Final Fantasy's Buster Sword. except the not safe for work version. It's got extra adult like etchings on it.
Oh God.
It's like an anime girl like etched into the metal.
It's used as a depth gauge for when you plunge it into your enemies.
Oh God. Oh, that's horrible. I love it.
Oh, the creators of that game that created that kind of stuff. They are kind of twisted. It's on a 100% true. It's on a different level. We'll just say. It's the modded version of Elf Lions.
All right. Well, let's see. I did an 18. I'm going to make a nice soup. And I'm basically going to look down or look over at Bricks there. Just ask next time, please.
What are you gonna
do?
I'm gonna pour out a bowl of soup, and I'm going to start eating. Basically open the door and be eating it as I go by. No signs of Bricks anywhere. And I look at V, it's like, dinner's on. And I keep walking through.
every couple steps, it's like a hop.
I lean in, just not super close, but I kind of just lean a little bit to AAA, and I'm just like, what are the chances that he cooked Bricks? I'm just, you know him better than I do.
Bricks, you in there? And then I lean my head in, not my whole body. I just lean my head in just to look around to see what's up.
Oh hey.
And then I give the thumbs up to her. I'm like, good, he's good.
Because I didn't want to assume, but
you never know. You never know with Snow. One day he'll be perfectly fine with one thing, but then the same thing will set him off another day.
Great.
Just fabulous.
That's why I just don't touch his stuff.
A good lesson.
I decided to pour myself a bowl of this delicious soup that Snafu has made, and I walk kind of out into the lobby, into the hab unit, and just kind of put my hood up a little bit, And I'm just gonna eat my soup in the corner.
All right. Okay. How about
As you knock more stuff over.
oh crap.
I'll just stop,
Oh,
kind of
good
look
lord.
back.
Oh good lord. Someone's gonna pay. Someone's really gonna get cooked now.
I think we need to invest in magnetic spice wreck there, AAA.
Yeah. I was also thinking about some better engines. What do you think?
No luck so far. I need to go into the trash heap and see if anything's been thrown away there. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can hop this thing up any more than it is.
Yeah.
Opus, give me a perception. I want to see if you remember.
Perception light.
It's gonna be your DV is gonna be 15.
I missed that.
Okay, you don't remember. But I'll let you roll again later. But it's gonna be like towards the end of the stream if you do go back and happen to see it, because there's something written on a piece of paper in your room or something.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, how about AAA? Are you gonna grab something to eat, or what are you
yeah,
gonna do with the remainder of the time? You're broken the 3-hour mark. It's still roughly if you decide that to bump up the engines a bit, you'll still have a safe cushion to get to your destination, head on back and not have any fuel issues.
Are we on acceleration gravity right now, or a different type of gravity? Or are we even gravity?
you're using acceleration gravity.
All right, never mind. Yeah, I'll go in, grab some soup. I'll tip my hat to the chef and be like, "Snap, this was great."
What did I roll? Oh, 18. So I guess it's decent.
Okay.
I'll head back to the cockpit and then start playing my my Final Fantasy 44, I guess.
Elf lines.
Elf lines. I'll play my elf lines.
Your modded
and
elf lines.
I'll go to Nexus Mods and mess with it a little bit and just keep restarting the beginning. It's like, hey traveler, you're finally awake. Just replaying that part.
See, give me a D6 roll.
Hey, what?
Roll me a D6.
Gotcha.
Tell me what you get.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Let's see what you get.
There it is.
6 restarts.
Nice.
Yeah, but you inadvertently uploaded or activated a couple new mods, and they conflicted with each other. It took you probably about 30 minutes to 40 minutes to go through the whole tree of all the mods you installed, uninstalling all of them, activating a couple at a time to figure out which ones it was that were driving you freaking batty. And you find after the 6th try, your game comes back on.
It was the Badonkadonk mod. I had to take that one out.
Don't you?
From where I'm eating this, can I hear him saying that?
Oh my gosh.
Are you a very verbal gamer?
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. Why is this cart just bouncing around the area now?
It just the game just hangs a couple times, and you're like, you want to throw it across the room. Like,
I'll do that thing where I go to throw it, then remember that I have no money to replace my agent, and be like, wait.
I'm just saying.
Never mind.
I'm just saying. After it starts after so many times, probably. I don't know. You just. Yeah. Are you that way? Are you that type of gamer where you get upset and then you're like, you want to do something.
He sounds like a keyboard smasher.
Or you come fully collected and like, this. I have to start this all over again. Damn it.
It's funny. AAA would be like calm in everything else but this. This is where he like tries to distress, and then when this starts messing around, it's like the last straw for him.
Oh.
So like he would be prepared to destroy this thing if it's not going his way.
Oh dear God.
Gotcha. All right. So
you need some sedatives.
You do get ready to like, you're ready with the wind up, and then all of a sudden like, oh, what am I doing?
I'm poor. Shit.
I can't do this right now.
It's like if I break this, it's the only thing that's entertaining me for the trip back. God damn it!
I'll have to get into the medical supplies and see what. No.
I have to socialize. Oh my God!
I wouldn't do that.
All right, so you play your game, and are you gonna play until you get to your destination?
I'll probably just sit up in the cockpit, play until, and keep an eye out just to see if any bad things are happening.
Well, if we're halfway through our aperture here, I hope everybody's done eating, right? So, I would probably flip the switch, give the guys a warning that we're about to go 0G.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. So, what do you guys do? You each of your. There's a couple different compartments in this shuttle. It's not a very big shuttle, but big enough to where you have your own galley, and then you have like a couple of smaller rooms, and the next one aside from the pilot's compartment, and the galley, which the galley is probably about size of a medium, or like a large closet, say a walk-in kind of closet, in space. So you could all fit in there and eat, and it'd be a little bit tight, but the next one is like the ambulance bay, or where you take in your passengers, and a small storage big enough for 2 people.
Makes sense.
Is that where, in the ambulance bay, is that where we would keep all supplies that were used that Nymph had?
Yes.
What's it called? Restock?
Repacked.
Yep.
So I make my way to the storage unit and to just kind of take a look at everything, strap down anything that needs to be strapped down to keep it from floating away. And at this time, I also kind of want to just reassess everything on my person, make sure nothing's out of place. I got my air hypos on me. I've got my SMG ready to go. And
are you all wearing your mag boots?
I'm wearing mine.
Well, you're in the pilot seat. You're in the pilot seat. You should have your restraints you should be clipped in.
Well, I'm clipped in, but like I also wear my mag boots because growing up as a nomad, we're all about like not dying in travel.
Okay.
So yes, that would be a part of the routine that I'm working on, is making sure I have everything ready to go, and mag boots are I'm cinched in to my mag boots so I don't float away.
Okay, so you have them active now.
Yes.
After Snafu announced that, or did you announce that, Snafu?
Well, I turned the light on. Whether or not they're paying attention to it or not is not my problem.
All right, so
it's like buckle your seatbelts.
There was no auditory kind of like warning.
Boom boom. That's pretty much all they would hear.
Okay.
Because I'm lazy, can I like duct tape my bowl and my like fork like under my seat real quick as I know 0G's coming?
I'm sure we would have had time to get that back to the galley.
Oh, I'm super lazy. Trust me.
Oh dear God! What else you got under there? Damn!
I'm really concentrating on this game.
No wonder we're out of fucking forks.
They're all under 4 forks under my seat.
AAA, what's your luck?
My luck is Where is it?
Dum 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 dum.
My luck is 5.
Okay, so I'll give you a 50-50 shot. Um, beat your luck, and if you do, then you manage to this has happened before, and if you
Okay.
manage to beat your luck, then we'll say that after experiencing it the first time and making a mess, or a mess being created from stuff that you've eaten inside the cabin, you've gotten some type of container that you had affixed under your seat where if something like this happens, you just put it in that container and it keeps your food or whatever from floating away, and it also keeps it keeps the stuff that's inside of the bowl or whatever, or inside the cup, from floating up and making a mess.
Gotcha.
So it has its own
Oh yeah.
its own
Okay.
generator that creates its own kind of a mini gravity.
Yay. He can learn.
Okay, so all right, you were lucky enough to you went to a night market and saw this cool piece of dining equipment, and you're like, that could come in handy. It wasn't cheap at all, by no means, but it was well worth it and very well spent.
Holy shit, Private. You're a goddamn genius.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't like other days when you see me bring back the whole drawer of forks. I mean, and you guys have been sharing like one for like a week. I'd be like, sorry.
I love that face on
And,
it.
the
It's
logo.
like,
So the logo on it is HK.
That's awesome. Would we have known about his container, or
I wouldn't keep it a secret,
okay.
but I wouldn't go around telling people either.
Well, would you have told them?
No, not like
Okay.
like if they saw it, they probably saw it by walking into the compartment
They'd
and
probably
seeing me.
they'd
put
probably
something in
wonder
there.
about it, but
Yeah.
so Nymph and Bricks, roll me perception. If you beat your perception, you noticed it, and you're curious about it, but yeah, man, you didn't know what it was for.
nope, got a 16 on that one. Perception is base 11.
Just looked like another piece of the furniture, of the airframe or the chassis.
Yeah, specifically, I'm not touching that one.
Yeah. I looking at how I didn't pass mine either. I assume I probably think
Okay,
the same.
So yeah, you both think it's just part of the shuttle. Like, someone's gonna have to clean that. That looks.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, not it.
Yeah, it's one of those things you see during barracks inspections that you do not question. It's like I just don't want to know.
So the gravity goes. The gravity flips off, and you guys get a little bit weightless. You guys still have a little bit of, or have somewhat, of the acceleration gravity going on. But since Snafu turned off the generator that creates the remainder of the needed gravity to keep you to the equivalent of what's a planet side on Mars, or just
Moon, maybe,
or just shy of Terra, you guys start to get a little bit buoyant.
there is a logic behind this.
Like what? You guys got
If we go into a 0G situation, you don't want to go from gravity to 0G. It's better to go from 0G to gravity.
So it's along the lines of a bit disorienting at first. Like, oh, what's going on here?
What is going on here?
Kitty's being annoying.
The air gets the recirculated air also gets a little bit thinner.
Oh. With my nasal filters,
You notice
I kind of
you notice a difference in pressure.
in pressure. Okay.
Yep.
Your ears pop.
Oh man, I can't ever get
needs-
used to that.
Anybody need gum?
I was just gonna ask.
I flick a little piece of gum back her way. Let's see here. Athletics. There we go.
What flavor is it?
It's Tutti Frutti, and it probably landed about 5 feet away from you.
As this is going on, you you're getting a ping and a hail.
We're getting a hailstorm in the middle of nowhere. Jesus Christ, man!
You're being hailed.
Hey, Liquid, you should probably answer that.
Yeah. All right. Hang on. Let me put it on speaker. Ting.
Trauma 50/50.
This is 50/50. How can we help you?
Trauma 50/50. You read us yet? This is our fifth attempt. Trauma 50/50.
Yeah. We're getting you now. You're a little choppy.
This is the Starliner. Starliner Orion Delta. We are in distress. We have 3 diamond passengers aboard. And like as soon as they said 3 diamond level members, the radio goes staticky and cuts off.
50/50.
Can I diagnose that on their end, or diagnose whether or not that was on their side, or if it's excuse me, interference between us?
Do you have a surveillance or like anything in surveillance? Or
I have. Let me get in there. I got electronic security techs. That is about the closest thing I can think of.
All right. So give me a roll on that. Your DV is 16.
As
19.
As you're doing that, Snafu, I'm over here like I'm visually getting more anxious. I have some kind of fidget device that I just picked up that I'm just clicking back and forth and
active jamming. Snafu, it comes back as
active jamming.
Active jamming.
I will.
You also get a subspace text through your comms or through your nav computer and through your like ship's equivalent of an agent. It's their security secured comms.
Okay, let's. I'm gonna try to run that through the encryptor and open it up.
Okay, it's from the Starliner. Obviously, if you're getting this, audio comms are being interrupted somehow. We were attacked approximately 12 hours ago. Suffered moderate casualties. 3 diamond members aboard. All 3 were in close proximity. They were injured, unconscious. Protocol says evac immediately. Reply when message is received, so we know what to expect and when your arrival will be.
Hey, Snaff, hold off on the reply. Do we have a radar or anything that we could see if there's other ships other than that Starliner out there?
Yes. You have an IFF.
Yeah.
Your IFF comes back. IFF to people that are not military inclined as far as communications or security means identify friend or foe. It tells you whether or not you have enemies in the area or friendlies that have the send out codes to identify themselves as friendlies.
Okay. We're actively being jammed on communications here, Bricks, or Triple. So I'm going to assume this is going to be a hot mission. So I'm going to shit. Let's bring all the guns online.
Click, 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 click.
Yeah, spin everything up. I'm going to dump the back cabin into red and let the guys know you need to armor up. This is now a hot mission.
Oh man, I hope this isn't Kobayashi Maru.
God. Nerd!
Okay, so who would you sacrifice?
Them.
No.
The ocean liner.
Oh, with the diamond passengers, the diamond members aboard. I don't think Trauma Team would like that.
Trauma Team could suck it. Like my life and the life of everybody else on the ship. That's my priority.
So
your standing orders as far as whenever you go out on call is top level members above all else, even if it costs you even if it costs your life, you are to sacrifice all to retrieve.
This is one hell of a bonus if we get them out of there. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I'm giving it a 8%
money.
Shove. We could get one of them and still get out and dip out.
For the individual, for each individual member, there is a separate bonus.
So I'm going to send reply in. We are dark. ETA ... in transmission. And I'm going to turn off anything that actively pings, any electronics that radiate, or basically I'm going to try to eliminate as much of our electronic emission as possible.
Okay.
We need to be dark.
Okay.
Basically.
Radars, your active radars.
Yeah, 100% passive now.
And then, but the pings that are coming back, says that you're approaching an ice belt.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna slow it down a little bit and then get my space gear on as well.
And then the Starliner is a drift with close to 1,000 meters into the belt, into the ice belt. She's cold, not moving, smoking. It has a couple of decks that are quite damaged. They've got strafing burns to the starboard side. There's lights on and off. There's a couple of entire decks that have no lights, and a couple that have sparse lights. This is the Starliner is a medium capacity, or a medium-sized Starliner, so it's roughly got a total passenger capacity of maybe 800.
Okay.
Fly like you're trash.
But the only passengers on there are the only passengers that on there that mean anything are the 3 diamond tier.
Right.
All right. Do we do? Okay. I'm gonna put us on some tea kettle and spiral us in, so that way we can like view any threats before we actually land.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a plan on how we're gonna find these diamond people?
We should be able to use our agents to locate them, or any type of ping locator. They should be pinging right now.
Yes, they are.
Um,
On your glide in, how are you coming in? What power level? Like quarter power, half power, kind of silent
I'm gonna
running
like
kind of setup.
as soon as like we reach like their 1,000 yards,
Mm-hmm.
using just thrusters. I want
Mm-hmm.
to give us like puffs of like momentum to get
Mm-hmm.
around like the little ice, but like in a concentric kind of like spiral in. That's
Okay.
how we're coming in.
Okay. You're not just going straight in.
No.
Okay. Good call. Good call.
we're
As
flying like trash. In other words,
so
we're debris.
you see a trail like that led from where the ice belt started, and like a cloud kind of plume trailing off of the starliner, debris. um it looks like some type of fighter or something that clipped one of the ice asteroids, and is smoldering, and it kind of knocked one of the ice asteroids out of alignment, and it left a trail of its own of debris. In the debris, you see like all kinds of like pieces of metal, different shapes like buoys or whatever, basketball sized, or a fire pit, like the kind of saucer type fire pits that we have, that they sell at Home Depot or whatever, or over at Costco or something. They're floating around also. They kind of look like they're part of the debris. So that's kind of what you see.
Okay.
Oh, good God, we had raiders. I just noticed that.
We did?
Yes, we did.
Oh,
We did.
yes.
I just would. I normally have my stream up, and I just noticed that. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
I'm very sorry. I kind of got weaving the story. I got caught up weaving the story. And welcome, Raiders. We thank you for dropping in on us.
Oh God. Hey,
What's the call? What's the call?
to our med techs, we need you suited up completely. I don't know if you guys are EV trained or not. I know possibly Bricks is EV trained. I don't know about Nymph.
No better time than trial by fire.
100% agree, but she may not.
Are any of you gonna try and wake your solo?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Solo has been sleeping. Shit.
Yeah, he jumped on with you when you guys took off, and he mentioned that
I thought we left him on the dock.
He mentioned that he had a headache, and he was gonna try to sleep it off.
As Snafu mentions us being suited up and armored up, I want to say I want to try to remember to see if I remember if I want to wake up the solo, if that makes sense.
Oh, whether or not your solo is cranky.
So, yeah, I make my way over to the solo, and I kind of just I put my hand on him, and kind of just say, "Hey, time's up, buddy. Let's
His name's Echo.
gotta get going."
His name was Echo, or his name is Echo.
I mean, I know it was Echo, but I'm just calling him Buddy at this point.
Okay. No response.
And then, do you have any Do you have any smelling salts for this guy?
Oh God. There might be some in the bay.
Okay. So I kind of leave Echo where he's at and go up into the bay and look around in some of the cabinets and hopefully do I find a any kind of smelling salts or anything that's available to use as smelling salts.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
It's in a box that was tucked away. The box looks pretty beat up. Pretty. It looks like it got soaked in some type of liquid, and was left in the plastic container and tucked away somewhere. So it's got a brownish green tinge to it.
I kind of reach down, pick it up, and kind of like look at it, turn it around, pop the lid open, and I have nasal filters, so I hope I don't catch a whiff of anything.
No,
and
you don't. But roll me a perception.
Oh no!
Looks good to you.
I close the lid on that bad boy, tuck it into the jacket, head back over to
Alright then.
Echo's location, and I kind of look at it. I kind of slap his face a little bit, not too hard. I just kind of like rest my hand on his face, cheek, just wake him up a little. I'm like, "Hey, Echo," and I pop it open in his face.
No reaction.
It's like, fuck! I thought this thing was gonna. Gosh, God damn it!
Roll me another perception. DV is gonna be 2 less than your stat.
20 stat, 11 minus 2 is 9. So yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I'm like it's gonna be easier for you to notice.
Oh, gotcha.
So you passed it with flying colors.
Perfect.
Yes,
but
you go to pop it. You pop it, and still no reaction. You notice like now that you're looking at him with some light on him, he's got a bluish color a bluish color to him. He's cyanotic. And also like now that you've shaken him, something blocked his biosignature, but now his biosignature is in distress. What do you do?
not my problem.
What?
What do you actually your medtech gets the updated readout or reading on your monitor.
I look at it, and do you want me to roll for anything on what I can see there, or
No, it's you got it. You know what's wrong with him is he's cyanotic for some reason. Something has forced him into distress. He's actually not breathing very well. He's taking very rapid but shallow breathing. His heart rate is way above normal.
so I don't walk.
No, actually, it's the reverse. It's below normal. It's so the heartbeat is has started to slow, and it's getting to the point where it's barely you can barely make it out. I was thinking exactly
okay.
opposite.
You're
with
thinking
the
it's DTAC.
Yeah, it's bradycardic. And in a Boston accent.
He has a Boston accent, bradycardic heart rhythm.
Bradycardic.
Yeah, so I'm looking at him, and I kind of I catch his symptoms, and I want to see if I can roll for to stabilize him. I don't have any stims on me at the moment, but kind of taking a look at him and realizing that our solo might be dying.
So
I want to make sure that
you can roll your first aid, or you can roll your med tech skill.
Ooh, let's see here. Definitely gonna go with the medtech,
Okay.
the medical tech.
Yes. Okay. So if you beat your medtech score at a DV of 13.
13. Okay. So
Oh.
that'd be roll the 19.
Okay. So your training kicks in. You break into your med kit, slap it down on the ground, start freaking rifling through there. You hook him up with a mini defibrillator. You just you stick it onto his chest. You start doing all the other prep, where you put the bite block in his mouth, and then it also has an auto resuscitate function. You set you set that all up, and you step away, and you hit the switch, and it automatically sends a charge into his chest. In hopes that this would like kickstart him and kind of wake him from his current condition. Nothing. Stays
Nothing.
the same.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Hey, Nip, I'm gonna need you in here. Our solo is a little worse for wear. I think he's looking a little blue.
Ooh, thank you for yours, George, for those that subscribe. 20 months.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
I kind of quickly run in and I'm like grabbing gloves and things, and I'm just like, you think he's blue or is he blue?
No, he's blue. He's cyanotic.
Hey, Eiffel 64 is playing in his head right now.
Is there anything? Could I roll maybe like paramedic to see if there's anything that I can do to stabilize him that maybe Bricks hasn't done yet?
Possibly the cryo pump unit, if you want. You can you between the two of you, you can guess that he's probably, if left as is, he would only have 45 minutes before he codes.
Bag him.
So I'm looking at you, Nymph, and like, hey, can you help me out? Help me get him into this cryo bag. I start rummaging through the med bag that I have and pull out my cryo pump, ready to go. I lay it out on the ground, and with Nymph's help, we kind of slide him in, and I get the cryo pump activated and ready to go. And
would either of you have invested in like a tech piece, or like the tech watch piece or something, or armband piece where it has like all your sourced
Apple Watch
medical books? But it would like automatically display onto a headset or a cyber eye if you have it.
You got virtuality.
So it would have your complete library list of all your medical text.
No, I spent all of my money on a chemical analyzer because that felt way more interesting to me.
It's frivolous. I'd never need that.
Yeah, I just
you never know.
Well, see, somebody else usually has it, so I don't do these things by myself. So it's pointless to have more than one.
No, it makes sense. Okay. I see the logic.
Right. The other medic would probably have something like that.
I mean, in my head, if I was a med tech, I'd be thinking the airlock is cheaper, but
no witnesses.
I'm an asshole, but yeah, I would just bag them and let's try to keep them alive until the end of the mission.
In cryostasis he goes then, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright then. Okay, so one of you roll me your med tech skill again. I just want to know.
Do we have a separate cryo pump on our shuttle?
We should have 4.
Or do you have the one that that Bricks
The beer cooler? Sacrifice that for someone? No. We should have.
Bricks explicitly told me that what he was doing. He requisitioned one and had one made into a beer cooler.
Right. I'm trying to remember back. I think we have capacity for 4 on the ship. All right. So I think he has one that is his own, yes, which I believe was the beer cooler.
Yes.
He requisitioned one, or wait a minute. No, we should still have 4 on the ship.
Okay.
One for each bed. So, we can technically get away with it.
Well, the one that Bricks requisitioned, it was signed off as being used in a previous on a previous run. It was used, but it was damaged.
Yes, it was used equipment.
It was written off.
Right.
Oh, sorry. I just had a lovely image.
Horrible thought.
Yeah,
I don't mind bodies with my beer. It doesn't bother me at all. If I have to reach in and move an arm or something to get to my smash, that's why I drink smash in the first place.
Every time you open it up, it's like, excuse me, buddy, real quick.
I'm just gonna move you. Oh, hey,
you people are so.
Thank you for keeping this one cold.
I hate everything about this.
So we're gonna put him on ice.
Right.
Okay. I guess strap him to his bed.
Okay.
I guess to keep him from floating around. I mean, it would be kind of creepy to have a body floating around.
Well, his bed doesn't have the proper monitoring equipment, so he would have to be strapped in one of the pens.
Oh, well, yeah.
Are we strapping him into the beer one, or are we strapping him into an open one? If it's a normal one, that leaves us only with 2 left, and we got 3.
No, it leaves us with 3.
3 left.
All right.
I have my cryo pump, the one for my skill, which I don't know if that's separate from the ones that we have for the ship.
It is.
That's your
Yeah, that's your.
So
okay.
Actually, you do have so after you stuff him Echo into the one that's on the ship, then you have 3 remaining cryo pumps.
Sweet.
I don't think you try to put anyone in your beer cryo pump.
I wouldn't.
Not yet, unless we really need to.
Well, we're not that desperate yet. I mean, we still.
Hey, listen, we still have 3 of them, and there's 3 clients, so the math adds up.
Maybe not all of them are even.
This is true. I mean, like AAA said, we may not need all of them.
Yeah.
But what I want to do before we get to any type of docking thing, I'm pretty sure AAA can handle all this on its own.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to the back, knowing that Nymph is probably still kind of new to this whole 0G thing and EV stuff, just assuming from her reactions. And I'm going to do this meticulously, like she is a recruit, and I'm going to check her gear out and make sure she is pinned up and locked up correctly.
That's what I was gonna ask,
yeah.
So, I want each of you to walk me through what you what you're doing for 0G prep.
Right. I mean, this for me, 0G is kind of second nature. I've been up here for a while. So I'm going to use my experience, transfer it over to her using the buddy system. Okay. And if necessary, if she has questions, I'm going to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing.
So you check yourself, and then you have the nymph mirror you.
Right. It's a buddy system, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. I've had training, but it's one of those training is different from practice, right? Like training exists in a vacuum, but space. Sorry, that was a really bad unintentional joke. Yeah. So
it's fitting. It is
yes,
fitting.
yes, it is.
Do you have a weapon of any kind?
No, because I'm a med tech. I heal people. Well,
You can heal people with bullets.
You
I
can heal.
shot from.
Echo's not going to need his.
Yeah,
You can't. That's true. What does he have on him, by the way? Just does he have any pistol, anything like that on him?
Who's that? Echo?
Echo.
Yeah. He's got a modified shotgun, bandolier, with like shotgun shells that that haven't been taken off the ship or off the shuttle.
All right.
Just in
So,
case.
yeah, I am going to put 2 clips on her belt. I'm going to put the shotgun in her hands. I'm going to show her basically how to reload, how to use it, how to point it, and tell her, do not shoot this unless it is the last resort. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure you don't know how to shoot yet.
I mean,
Yeah, if you have no
this
ranks
end towards them, but other than that,
yeah.
There's a leg strap that Echo's wearing, and there it's marked breaching rounds or door breaching rounds.
You know what?
And like the breaching rounds that you're familiar with, and they look about the same, as they're meant for like the blasting the pins on a freaking airlock.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking this over again. As a matter of fact, given that she probably had, and I'm again assuming, and forgive me for this, you have little to no 0G training, right?
I have combat maneuver, no. Space survival and EVA, yes. But
all right,
yeah, combat maneuver, not so much.
I'm going to give her my crossbow instead.
Okay. Because
that's not going to have as much pushback. Little to no pushback compared to a shotgun.
Okay, so push pause on this real quick. So if you have no 0G maneuvering and you have no 0G combat, which you have to have both to be able to combat people in 0G, then you first have to pass a couple of 0G maneuvering tests. If you fail the 0G maneuvering test, you are you suffer a penalty, and you're kind of like immobile because of motion sickness, and until you acclimate to 0G. After that, then you start to get more familiar with it and start to like build up a tolerance to the feeling like your stomach's gonna turn inside out and like hurl over all over the inside of your nice clean EV suit.
Great.
Yeah,
I love this.
Yeah, it's kind of like going on like the super whirly durly in Six Flags for the first time in your life, and you've never experienced 0G or G-force to begin with. You
get lightheaded. You feel a spin. You feel like you're turning inside out, and you want to hurl. Really, really.
Look,
bad.
I got a little vertigo. It's
so I think I don't know if Bricks or AAA would agree. I think I should give her my crossbow, and I'll take the shotgun.
Would you tether her?
Tether as in what, to me?
Yes.
Might be a bad idea. It'd probably be better to tether her with Bricks. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So
because if I'm breaching, we don't want her up front.
Okay. So
protect the medics.
All right. So you do that with Nymph and AAA and Bricks. Go ahead. Walk me through your process.
Well, before I started to spiral into docking, like way before
What do you look for
way before
when you
Snap
game?
went to go help out went to go out help out Nymph, I would have got my stuff on,
Mm-hmm.
had it checked out, make sure the seals are good,
Mm-hmm.
test the helmet to make sure like the air is circulating well.
Mm-hmm.
Made sure my pockets are full of my goop and patches just in case like I
Mm-hmm.
take any damage,
Mm-hmm.
and have my weapons ready to go as well.
Okay. Like you don't have you really don't trust anyone enough being a like a. So I gonna push pause on this again. As a nomad, there are different types of nomad that are Highriders, as opposed to the normal or to the Terran based or land based nomads. There are work gangers. There are pilots, which you are obviously part of the pilot class or the cast, which in deep space are called they have an ability, or they're part of what they call the Brotherhood, which for my upgrade, my own high orbit upgrade, I've dubbed them the Brotherhood Pack nomad cast. So other
Oh,
than the land based nomads, which they get the nomad motor pool, you guys on the other hand have a Brotherhood Pack hangar collection. So you guys graduate from different types of space buggies, armored space lunar rover types, and also different types of shuttles, fighters, and the simple ones, like jet, like the little jet cars or whatever, and flyers. And also something similar to what Black Chrome came out with for their hoverboards. It's a grav board. It's modified where it can attain higher altitudes, and it can also operate in space for as long as you are close to a body that you can have a reference off of, like another ship. So you can't like go off into Never Land like the Silver Surfer or Marvel comics, but you can go a few hundred.
Now I'm disappointed.
You can go a few hundred yards, a few hundred meters or whatnot, for a daring rescue on said grav board, and you come back. Other than that, if you're if you try to use a grav board in the middle of the dark, you'll get disoriented and you'll be hopelessly lost.
So nothing fancy.
You have no reference with simply using a grav board, because it doesn't have any navigation or have any anything to say what's up and what's down.
Mm.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So yeah,
no gyroscope, basically.
Yes, so you will be completely disoriented, and you'd probably get sick.
Fun.
Yay.
So back to the scene at hand.
All right. Then after like checking the seals, making sure I'm strapped and my air filtration's working well and that I'm actually getting air, I'd strap myself back into my seat and prepare for whatever comes next.
Okay. So also looking at the time, it's 7:03. We have roughly a little over 10 minutes left in the stream. Rix, walk me through your process.
So in a similar fashion,
because of your station and what type of gear you have.
In a similar fashion to Nymph, I don't have EV training, believe it or not. I don't have that in my skills.
2 balloons connected.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I have EV training. I just don't have zero G maneuvering.
Oh, gotcha.
Don't know why I have one and not the other. That's just a V thing. But
Well,
here we
yeah.
are.
With zero-G maneuvering and combat, you have to have both.
Yes. So I guess so. I have no 0G combat. Zero G. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. But I guess all of us would have received some basic EV training.
Okay, that's
So
that's different from
I kind of
zero-G combat and maneuvering, but as long
yes.
as you're in a work sled or something, you're fine. The minute you get ejected from said work sled or like that, then
Things become challenging.
to coin the phrase from
Yeah.
Rob Roy, you're fucked.
So I guess bearing in mind with my upbringing coming from Earth, I never really thought that I would be in space for a very long time. So I kind of just forewent a lot of the training. I just kind of skipped over a lot of it. I
It's all a
thought,
bunch of hooey. Who needs this?
yeah, I just kind of like skimmed through some of the videos, and I kind of just take a look at peek at Snafu over there, and I take a peek at AAA and what they're doing, and I kind of try to copy them to the best of my abilities.
Monkey see, monkey do. Oh, it was freaking perfect. Oh, Snafu, you're a dead mother.
Holy shit. Wow.
What was it?
Shit.
What was that? AAA?
Do we pick up on like his lack of like how he has like something on backwards or something?
If
You do not know how to wear a still suit.
If you roll me a perception, you do. If not, no, it's ignored. Like you gloss over it. Like, yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Education.
If you're going through all of your gear and you're up in the cockpit, where are you? Bricks. Are you?
I would
Are you in the
be
back?
kind of towards the back, yes,
Okay,
closer to the.
So AAA, don't even worry about it. You don't even have line of sight.
I would probably be right there because I'm working with Nymph.
Okay.
Trying to get her set up.
Yeah. And like Snafu would be tethering me and Bricks, so it makes sense that
Snafu, are you gonna even attempt or nah?
Oh, I did.
So give me a perception. You're
13.
You failed.
Okay.
So you're more like you were more concerned with Nymph.
I've got something here. I don't know if this will work. And I'm coming from my army days here. Can I look at them, see how stressed they are?
On their on the biomonitors?
No, basically there's their mannerisms, are they are they bug-eyed going, "Oh my god, I'm about to die," or I'm okay with this.
Bricks, are you stressed or
I did state earlier as soon as
displaying how you're stressed?
No, because I did state that when we had approached the Starliner, when we kind of saw it in sight, and I was listening to what was going on as Snafu was trying to determine what the situation was. I was very, very anxious and almost not still, and just kind of fidgeting.
Okay. But the current what Snafu is doing right now, Snafu is more in my opinion, he's like or Snafu is like more focused on V or on Nymph right now.
On Nymph. Yeah.
On Nymph. So it's good. It's kind of glossed over. Like
it's all right.
Snafu looked over in your direction. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. Jump your ass out the plane.
He'd be alright.
Do we have a do we have a local data pool on our shuttle?
What do you mean local data pool? As far
so
as
like
He's wondering if he could watch a YouTube video as he.
Yeah.
How not to die in space.
There's a garden page that like a consolidated garden page where information is like it's a trauma team subsidiary or whatever. Yeah, it compiled data.
So it looks
Okay.
like you're going out into the vastness of space.
There we go.
Here's how not to die.
Oh God,
except-
TV! I could see that little TVA cartoon, you know, that Loki
Yep.
had to watch.
Except
Yep.
it's very, very dry. It's very, very dry. You kind of yawn every time you turn something like that on. Like, oh, not this again.
Oh, Jesus. Who would have thunk
So-
it?
Because the speakers are very monotone. They talk very, very
God.
slow. Because like some people are just have that short of attention span. If they talk really fast, and people tend to lose lose focus because they're worried about the speaker speaking really, really fast.
It's made in like the 2050s.
The missile knows where it's at because it knows where it's not.
Oh, and the narrator kind of sounds like John Wayne.
Oh God. So yes, is that available to do a library search on, or
So what? Are you going to search the web? Am I fucked or not?
No, yeah, I mean, if you can stomach it listening, because the whole like instructional is like maybe 10 minutes, which
Okay.
will be totally noticeable by Snafu. Like, what the hell is the matter? What's taking you so? You're not watching the freaking videos, are you?
That would be my question. What are you
God.
looking up?
turn away from him?
I'll turn him back towards me.
Hey,
He's got the same look as when you dump the spices on the floor.
Sigh.
hold that thought.
Okay. Does he look like
He looks
totally
confused.
wrecked?
Yeah, he looks totally confused and freaking hopelessly lost.
Ugh.
And also like his the top portion of his EV suit is backwards. So the hood that should be on the back of the head is kind of flopped in front of him.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And the freaking
Oh
and
my God.
and the umbilical for the air hose.
I'm gonna just start.
It's kind of wrapped around him.
I'm just trying to maintain composure here. I'm going to strip his suit off of him.
The good news is he's got his anti-grav boots or his maglock boots on the right feet,
That's a good start.
but he has to take them off in order to take the bottoms off, or in order for you to strip his EV suit completely off and have him put it back on.
Right. No, that makes sense. So basically, I'm going to redress the private correctly.
What's that song for like?
Oh, man.
It's like a romantic thing going on.
Careless whisper.
Yeah,
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Somehow like Snafu is like is playing like a military like basic training program in his head right now, and running like a simulation in his head right now, referring to the 8-count push-up.
I'm just doing my best to keep myself together.
How successful is that, though? Honestly.
Trying to fight
Take
the
care
urge-
of him.
Trying to fight the urge to like bounce him from wall to wall. It's probably different.
Yeah, wall-to-wall counseling is more private. I wouldn't do that in front of Nymph. That's
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's personal time there.
I don't know how that happened. It never happened.
Private, how the fuck did you break your nose and your elbow? No idea. As I'm sitting behind him grinning.
Slipped in the shower.
I slipped in the shower. But yeah, I'm going to go over him meticulously, make sure that he is squared away correctly. And in the back of my head, I'm probably running about 15 or 16, 15 or 20 different outcomes that could possibly come of this, and seeing that none of them end up well.
Okay, so you managed to get him un-effed. He's not a soup sandwich anymore. In the process,
Where's my bread? Where's my bread?
Stripping him down and
excuse me,
and
sorry.
examining his gear like a basic training a private. You did manage to figure out that that the suit he was wearing was perforated.
Ooh.
So, and it was a good thing that you had him stripped down, because now he's able to throw on the backup, the fresh, straight from the package backup EV suit. That's got
that new snoot smell.
That's got the survival NCO's inspection tag that says it's good to go.
All right. So, here's your helmet. See the clear piece here? Yeah, that goes forward so you can see. Yes, that's right. You're very good. There you go. Good boy. We can learn.
Take a breath of fresh air as the seal of your helmet clips and makes that hissing sound. It locks into place. It works as advertised. Everything else is pretty much the same way.
Take a breath in. I'm like, got air.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
You connect your gloves, your boots, the waist strap. Everything kind of magnetically seals and cinches down the way it's supposed to. Yeah. Your suit is combat ready.
Excellent.
Everything's good. He's not gonna freaking be a popsicle as soon as he steps out into the dark.
I mean, thank
excellent.
So
take care of each other, please.
Just as you get him all squared away, comms come back on. Trauma 50/50. This is Starliner. The name cuts out, but he comes back. It comes back from static and says, we're tracking you. We're tracking your inbound. Proceed. Be aware. You have inbound bogies. The same ones that attacked us. It looks like they've resupplied, and they're gonna make another attack run. At least that's as far as we can tell.
All right, I'm gonna call back. Everybody, strap in, and then hit the engines to evade them as they come in and try to
no.
So
they're saying that it's you at least have roughly around an hour before they're coming back. Before they'll be back in immediate range. They're at long range right now.
Then I don't.
Okay. All right. Can we see anything on the HUD that has what level they're on, where they're at on that ship?
They're in all three of your VIPs are in the infirmary. That's deck 3, center, 3 levels down from the command bridge.
Where is the hole on the ship?
Starboard side, towards the forward forward end.
Is that where their command is?
No, it's more aft. So the command bridge
Yeah.
is like almost dead center in the middle of the Starliner.
Do they have an emergency docking in around that area?
It's not an emergency. It's just a regular docking port.
Do they have escape pod hatches?
They've got 12.
Has any of them been like shot out?
No.
All right, never mind. I'll go
What's
for
this?
emergency.
They do send over another transmission. Is that during the strafing run, their docking port was partially damaged. So in order to in order to evac, you can it's going to involve a little spacewalk.
Well,
All right,
we got
so
some EVA training.
let's. I'm gonna kind of like cut the comms on the ship,
so
they can't hear us.
One little thing is are you gonna you didn't mention it before, and if you guys forget the next time, I'm not gonna say anything. But the little handhold jets, your the way you move around, because because Trauma Team, this carrier that you're working on didn't invest in jetpacks. What they do have is the handhold versions.
I'm curious as to whether or not we can mag on the side right on where the infirmary is.
Well, if your pilot has got the skill to do it, to like Fast and Furious kind of style, get like really really close, kind of flip over to where your bay door for the shuttle where
for the
can get you close enough to the hull where you guys can mag lock onto the hull, and you guys can walk down the side of the hull.
I just want to. I'm thinking about breaching it. Just bypass all the hallways. Say fuck it, breach it, pull the patients out, and get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, I mean.
So those breaching rounds won't like there's enough. They're strong enough to cut through the metal, but there's not enough of the breaching rounds to make a perfect circle for you to get in. And if you did, it would be tight. It would be pretty tight.
If I hear the plan, I could handle my door cracker. That's supposed to do a 2-meter thing.
Do that. So are you gonna are you Snappy? Are you voicing this like, okay, I'm gonna use these breaching rounds to cut a hole?
That was my thought, but I didn't realize I was that low as far as the amount.
Well, because the breaching rounds you got off of Echo, and Echo only had a leg bandolier that only had 8 rounds.
Yeah,
that's nowhere near enough to create a perfect hole.
Right. Yeah, I kind of got that once you voiced that. But yeah, I'd be going over this with AAA for sure.
So Snafu mentions that. What's your reply?
It's like, you don't have enough rounds to make a hole, buddy. Try this, and then I pull out my door cracker and give it to him.
I'm going to smile.
We are friends now. Okay, good. We are friends.
Oh boy. I'm going to love you and hug you and kiss you and pet you.
Joey, no!
So Snafu's like harassing you now.
Dude, we got things to do.
It's not like
I know. I'll be good. Just get us where we need to go. I want the less Nymph and Brick. Let's get you a little bit more forward. because I don't know if we're going to end up with a differential here as far as pressures go.
Speaking of pressure, should we warn them that we're going to depressurize that area?
Just before we do it. Yes.
Just before we do it. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah.
We're gonna equalize as best we can, but this is not gonna make friends. I'm just gonna let you guys know that up front, this will not make friends. But our priority here is those patients, nothing else.
Exactly. Great,
so if we lose a couple of their techs in the mix, oh well.
Good trauma team.
What?
We try.
Well, I mean that's trauma team.
He's coming across.
That's what we do.
It's by the numbers.
All right. You guys ready to do this?
100%.
All right. I'm gonna fly in and do land where Snap said he wants me. I'm gonna face the ship. As I come in, I'm gonna face the ship kind of toward where we think the bandits are coming from. So I have the weapons pointed that way, and then I'm gonna try to gently land on the hull so I don't crush the hull.
Well,
bullshit.
The ship is not like off like laying flat. It's just it's adrift in the belt, so it's still upright.
Well, I get that, but I'm gonna try to orient the weapons toward at least the area where we think those guys are coming back from.
Are you gonna just come to come a beam to it where you're side by side and you're just floating that right, matching the orientation of the ship, or?
Yeah, I'll match the orientation enough and speed it's not rotating, is it?
No. It's what I mean.
Okay, good.
Where you're because you're moving and you're coming in reasonably hot, and you're gonna come in and you're gonna come to zero motion. So you're gonna go from. This is gonna require 2, if not 3 piloting rolls to achieve this.
I gotcha.
Without colliding with the ship.
Yeah.
I'll put my pistol to his head. Do it right. No.
I don't even notice it's there. I'm just like, what the hell is that?
We'll do this maneuver, and that's where we're gonna cut it.
Okay.
So your DV is gonna be an 18.
Oh shit. Okay.
Glad these aren't my rolls.
I believe we do have some +2s, or do we not?
We should still have 6.
We should, yep.
I will use a +2 for this first one just to test the water.
Can you even roll that high?
Shit.
Oh.
Can I spend another 2 luck to make it?
Or your Benny?
Or yeah, can I use my Benny?
I'll use my Benny. Your Benny can be used for anything, remember?
Yep. I will use my Benny for this one.
Okay. Just so you know, your Bennies cannot be used to save the life of another player. Should something happen and they not have their own Benny. In situations where you are all aboard ship and it's you're trying to affect a role that for yourself and it inadvertently not on purpose turns out beneficial for everyone else, that's fine. But in the midst of combat, the Bennies are everyone for themselves.
I know I'm in the back here in the blind, but I'm just going to call up and go, hey, do I need to fly this ship for you?
No, I'm good.
So you spend your bench. It looks textbook. It looks like reading straight out of like Top Gun training.
Okay, even though I got this -2.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're using your Benny to do it to counter that.
Okay.
Then Like unless you don't want to use your Benny, then you can either use you can use the +2s and your luck, or whatever you decide.
I'm gonna use the Benny.
Okay. So, as previously stated, you come in hot. It looks freaking straight out of some type of acrobatic show or what or like the A-Team or something.
I come in, slide up a little bit, do like a mini barrel roll, then slide,
and then drift right into place.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
Your new handle is Murdoch.
Calling
Triple A team.
Thank you, Fierce George, for the +2 and the -2. We will bank those for the next session. And with that beautiful display of piloting, that's where we'll leave it. The team is getting ready to board to extricate their diamond tier passengers, and hopefully get the F out of Dodge before the Raffin show up. So,
hopefully.
Oh man.
And with that,
No pressure.
with that, thank everyone in chat. Thank you, Fierce George. Thank you everyone else. Thank you, Raiders. This has been the second stage team, Highriders team, Error 404. We hope you had a good time watching along with us and listening to the beginning of the exploits or of infamy, possibly, or of valor of Team 404.
We would make it to three episodes.
The story.
Yeah, that's what it feels. That's what it sounds like.
The story is beginning to unfold, and it's gonna next session. We'll see what I have interesting or in store for them. So until then, this is the Highriders. Look for first stage team retooled to our next Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so very much. This is the Highriders once again, and this is going to be the end of our transmission. Thank you very much for sitting in and listening to our tale. Bye.
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 Cybernation Uncensored.